Hi guys, Jay Nice on the mic. I really am just so moved by this Jessie Williams speech that I just watched. For those of you guys who don't know, Jessie Williams, he's an actor. I think he's in Grey's Anatomy or one of those shows where he plays a doctor, I believe. But I've been following him for a little while now on social media, and he's actually very quote unquote woke. I like that he is really into social issues and that he uses his platform to spread awareness, increase awareness, and educate others. And I just finished watching the speech he gave. He won the Humanitarian Award last night on the 2016 BET Awards. And let me just say, if you guys have not watched his speech, click the link below. Pause this video and click the link below. But he brought up some really good points. And I thought that it's so necessary to discuss some of the things that he brought up in his amazing speech. So one of the things that he mentioned in his speech was that he said the burden of the brutalized is not to comfort the bystander. Black people in this country continue to be brutalized and victimized, and he brought up a really good point by stating it's not our burden or our responsibility to make you feel comfortable and okay. There is such white guilt in our country, and many white people feel as though, feel this sense of guilt for hundreds of years of physical, mental slavery that's taken place. And I understand and I totally agree that, you are not your ancestors, but at the same time, we are black people in America are still experiencing slavery it's just in a different form, and it's not our job as black people to make you feel okay with the negative actions that were done to our people. And I think it's really important to continue to teach the history to our children. In this country, there's this sense that it seems like if you're not black, hearing this constant dialogue of slavery and how black people are oppressed, people are getting tired of it. People are saying that blacks are playing the race card, and that they're just, tired of hearing this dialogue. And I totally agree with Jessie Williams when he said it's not our job to make you feel okay with these things that have been done. It's not the burden of the brutalized to comfort you, to comfort your feelings. This is the reality of the situation. And while these conversations are absolutely uncomfortable, they are totally 100,000% necessary. I always love to have conversations about race. This channel, this is the primary focus of my channel. I teach a class on African American psychology, and I just love having these discussions. But I feel like having discussions about race make people really uncomfortable. People don't like to be called racist. They don't like to be labeled as racist. They just dance around the issue of race, but it's something that's so relevant, and it's not my responsibility to make you feel comfortable. I'm just discussing the reality of the situation and what it is to be black or to be a minority of any form in this country. So I think that that was absolutely true when he said it's not our job. It's not the burden of the oppressed to comfort the bystander. Another really important point that he brought up in his speech was that he said, we pray to get paid for brands on our bodies. And I took that to mean black people. We want to be, we strive to be in these positions where companies we can be the face of Gucci, the face of Louis Vuitton. But are these companies really focused on us? Do they really care about us? They don't. We're so pressed to wear brands on our backs that don't support us. Some of these designers specifically state that they don't make their products for black bodies. for black body types. And we're so pressed to rock Gucci and rock Louis and have all these brands that have no affiliation with blacks in our videos and our music. We praise, we glorify, we worship these brands. But it's just so interesting because the point that he brought up was we pray to have these brands on our bodies, but how much do these brands really care about us? Why aren't we supporting the brands of our own people? Why aren't we supporting, the point that Farrakhan made? We do the worst job of supporting our own people. The black dollar does not circulate around the black community. The black dollar circulates around all the other communities, but you look at Jewish communities, you look at Chinese communities, you look at Korean communities, the Japanese dollar, the Japanese yen, circulates around the Japanese community several times over. You look at the black dollar within the black community, and we're not supporting our own people. So that was a really important point that he brought up. And with the last thing that he said that got me like, he's speaking the truth, is that he said, if you have a critique for our resistance, then you better have a critique for our oppression. This is so absolutely correct. So many people, oftentimes not black people, are quick to give responses to these riots. Why are these people in Baltimore rioting? Why are these people in Missouri rioting? They have 1,001 critiques for how they believe that black people should behave, yet you don't have any suggestions or solutions as to how you think that these police officers should behave. Why is it that we're rioting? Why is it that we feel the need to, you're not getting at the underlying or the root cause of the issue. You're kind of putting a band-aid, in a sense, or trying to put a band-aid over the issue. You're not getting at the real issue at hand. So it's really important, if you have a critique, if you're offering solutions, these people are behaving like animals. Why are these people doing this? It's fine to have an opinion, but you also need to have solutions as to how these situations can even be prevented from happening. Black people don't just wake up and say, let's go riot. It's the result of systematic oppression for hundreds of years that has come to a head at some point. It's not just you wake up, an incident, like Freddie Gray occurs and, hey, we all go out and riot. It's these situations that have transpired over and over and over again. And it's like it's reached a point, or it's starting to reach a point, a boiling point in our country where we cannot take it any longer. So if you guys get a chance, I definitely recommend you check out his speech. He brought up some really, really, really amazing points, and you should follow him because he does post a lot of interesting and funny. He stimulates a lot of interesting and important dialogue. But what did you guys think of his speech? Did you think he missed the mark? I think everything he said was 1,000 trillion times relevant. He gave praise to black women. Black women are some of the most hardworking people, and black women will think of everybody else and try to fend for everybody else before fending for themselves. He just nailed everything on the head in his speech. He's just Jessie Williams BET. So let me know what you guys thought of his speech. Leave your comments below. And he just touched on, I could make separate videos of each of the points that he brought up and he touched on, but I really want to know what you guys thought of his speech, and what you want to do. Did his speech move you to take any type of action? Because it's one thing to be moved by a speech. We've been moved by Martin Luther King and all of these other amazing leaders and their speeches, but is his speech really going to make us take action? Because being moved by a speech today doesn't necessarily equate to taking action tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think. If his speech moved you to want to do anything, I appreciate him, because I love when celebrities and people who have influence use their platform for good. I don't have the amount of influence that Jessie Williams has, but you best believe I'm gonna use this platform, this small platform that I have, to try to bring about as much change as I possibly can. So I have the utmost respect for Jessie Williams. But let me know what you guys think of his speech, whether you watched the BET Awards, what you thought of if he was the most deserving person of the award. I saw some people commenting and saying they thought it was funny that the entire show was ratchet, and then you have this amazing, mind-blowing, educational speech by Jessie Williams. So it's kind of like, was it the right speech for the audience? But let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys do enjoy my videos, even my older ones, share my videos so that I can reach more people, spread these words. We can have this and continue to have this dialogue. So feel free to share my videos that you do enjoy on your platform, on your social media platforms. And I really do appreciate you guys for subscribing. Love you guys. Check you out later.